Hello there and welcome to another video. It's been a while since my last presentation. I guess having a child consumes a lot of time. She's now 11 months old, and in that time I've also gone on a health kick where I've lost some weight and focused even more on my eating, which, by the way, plays 80% of your result being a chiropractor and personal trainer by trade. I've been training for 20 years, but the thing is, without proper dieting, you can never out-train a bad diet. So that's just a brief summary since having made a video over 3 months ago. So today's video I wanted to talk about meaningful relationships. And relationships in our life can be short-term, some long-term, some very brief, and they all share a common denominator, and that is that they're there to teach us something. In an ideal world, we'd have long-lasting relationships that are uncomplicated, not turbulent, non-confrontational, but this is seldomly the case, and one is left with, when a long-term relationship ends, can be left with scars, bitterness, resentment, and even feeling left as though they're responsible for some of the relationship breakdown. However, this is something that's there basically to teach us, and the teaching in that is that there's a lesson to be learned. So we're not meant to have people in our lives forever. That once we learn a particular lesson, once they've guided us and we've learned that lesson, consciously or subconsciously, then it's as if their duty has been fulfilled, and then you open the door to new relationships, new more I guess higher vibrational, more ascending relationships that help you along your path, your growth. So rather than feeling as though you're the victim that caused this, it may not always be the case. Sometimes it may require you to obviously introspectively look at why the relationship went pear-shaped. But if you truly have nothing to hide and you have not been in a situation where you've contradicted that relationship, then you should have a clear conscience and not worry about why that relationship has ended. It's also an opportunity for communication. So you may need to communicate with that person, because maybe they, for their own personal reasons, not wanting to obviously tell you certain things, or maybe they're just going through issues themselves. And so that is one way of getting to the root of the issue. Short-term relationships can hide pearls of wisdom as well, in that if you listen to the signs, sometimes there might be a phrase, an action said, which you're supposed to take note and read the signs, which is the art of living, reading the signs, the unseen signs, and being able to use those signs. And because if you don't use them, then they just reappear and reappear and reappear until you learn the lessons, until you learn or take heed of that particular piece of information to rise. So that's another way that you could also benefit from a short-term relationship. See it as I've learned everything. That person came into my life for a reason, as everything happens for a reason, and there are no coincidences. And then you move on with doing what you want to do, growing, taking the steps for you to evolve as a being of free spirit and light, and then see it as an opportunity, as a gateway opening for you to meet the next person, the next group, do the next course, the next career, perhaps the next relationship. So I'll keep this video brief, and I just wanted to shed some light on meaningful relationships. It doesn't always have to be that you're the one responsible for that relationship ending, and also see new relationships as new opportunities, new challenges, and room for growth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very shortly in the next video.